this light show hyping up the crowd as they get set for this matchup here tonight.
Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, against the 18th ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Away to get us going here. Returner decides to field it. The coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that one. So Georgia's offense comes on the field first today. We're going to see a repeat. Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
To the air, it's Stockton. Nice grab. It's Bell.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like.
Breaks into the clear. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows him the physicality he has against the run as well.
So an early season test for both teams, the top 25 matchup, both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat. One of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial for kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season.
He's in the clear. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Working tight windows. It's Stockton. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks and stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Looking to chuck it again. Running back grabs it on a screen. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Tries the right with a quick throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He missed it. get that time. With that miss, no change in the score. The Volunteers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. We got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. But let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Grab down the middle. It's Brazil. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
1st and 10 now for the offense. He hands it off from the gun.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Staley. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup, you want to get the ball out to your receiver, hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And here he goes. Breaks into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Caught quickly.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Here's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Vols come to the line with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back has it on the screen now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Now comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. To throw, it's Stockton. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Using the ground game there. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on 3rd down, you have to put the ball at least to the 1st down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
No fair catch. He feels the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They'll run it from the gun. Who's in the clear? They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. Looks like a player was down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout. Get out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Scanning the field. It's Aguilar. Quick throw over the middle. Makes the catch downfield. They finally tackle him down at the 1 for that catch and run.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. 1st and goal from the 3. The quarterback will just sneak it now.
Well, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Vols.
The hammer. 2nd down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. As the first down is still going. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to throw again. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Pass caught. Second down now. They're going to run it. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who's on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Here he goes. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
The Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught behind the line. It's Staley. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
The completion makes it second down. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. That'll put him over 150 yards today, for he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Here's a carry for the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first two opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, he makes the catch. Breaks into the clear. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
The quarterback has got to do a better job of recognizing that there's double coverage on this receiver. Still tries to throw that in there, believing in his receiver, and he almost throws an interception.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's Humphreys. He's in the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Hunt over the middle. It's Thomas. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal in this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Now the all-important extra point.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. That is broken up and incomplete.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And he'll drop back here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Brazil. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
It's an out route. The catch made. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
The ball Vols lining up here on 1st and 10.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Caught over the middle, it's Brazil. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. You feed the fullback this time. And the Vols offense is on the move now.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Volunteers.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT gives him a 10-point lead, 17-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's White. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. To throw, it's Stockton. It's complete on the crossing route.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21. Looking to throw here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? He shreds the tackle. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the returner is brought down. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Looking to throw. It's Aguilar. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using his legs. It's Bishop. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Handoff to a fullback. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Bulldogs will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half is a handoff. And the run moves low to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The Volunteers will try to keep this drive moving.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Scanning the field. It's Aguilar. Catch made on the out route. And he breaks the tackle and really a solid gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
To go with the ground game here, running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Here's the second down play. Wants to throw it. Wrapped down the middle. It's Brazil. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He stopped and gets a 1st down. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. To throw, it's Aguilar. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And it's good, right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. The shotgun handoff here. Going absolutely nowhere for a loss of the ball.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get into the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. A new set of downs after that completion. And the quarterback keeps it here. He gets loose. Breaks into the clear. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Dogs are looking to keep this drive going. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he shoved that bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He finds some space. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Try and muscle for the first down. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. The Dogs will have to punt this one away. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. 0 running routes. At the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Over the middle, it's Brazil. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Play action here on 1st down. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking downfield. It's Stockton.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Important second down play coming up. Quick throw caught on the left side. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to find room. It's Bishop. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Back to pass. It's Aguilar. It's an out route. The catch made. He's in the clear. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. The back's got it. They've got him after a 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 3.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
The shotgun running play call. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
The Vols pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Brazil. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Looking for some space. It's Lewis. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. It's a shotgun run call. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a... and goal. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice.
Get set, get set.
Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Vols. Push it in. It's 1st and goal. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Goal line formation for the defense. Second and goal. They hand it to him again. Defense flexing and stopping again at the 1-yard line. Now it'll be 3rd down. The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs this drive. This one is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Aguilar. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. That one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. The back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
That's caught. It's a branch. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Young. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On third down, he drops to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. He escapes the pocket. Headed for the end zone. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense picks it up. Still moving.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Working clock with the ground game. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner will be brought down. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. To the air. It's Stockton. Makes a quick catch. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That completion sets up a second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. No, he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Home crowd trying to make a difference on fourth down. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
Look, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. Two ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.